Ring around the rosy pocket full of... Hello, Matt Rorie.
Hi.
How's it going?
Not bad.
JRPGs.
Why are there broken down walls inside this room, but the room itself is fine?
That's a good question. Everything else looks structurally sound. Lost Sphear.
How do you spell that, Brad?
S-P-H-E-A-R.
No, the whole thing. How do you spell lost?
I'm not so sure about that one.
It's a weird title, but then Square Enix has a history of weird RPG titles.
Yeah, so. This is Tokyo RPG Factory, makers of I Am Setsuna from last year. Or 2 years ago?
I heard good things about that game.
That was okay.
A good little throwback.
This game is like equally kind of okay in that they're both pretty generic JRPGs in the 16-bit mold. I think I'm going to be able to show you everything that I find interesting about this game in about 10 minutes.
A lot of
like this, you can move your characters around to line up multiple attacks.
Kind of looks like
for instance,
Transistor in a weird way.
Maybe a little bit.
A lot of people getting snarky about the name Tokyo RPG Factory.
I mean that, like, I saw a headline on Kotaku that totally thought of the exact same joke. That's not even a joke, really.
It's just this feels kind of mechanically put together.
The same thought that came to my mind when I played this, which is that they are kind of living up to the factory part of their name.
Yeah.
A little bit, because this is like kind of fine, but totally sort of generic and uninspired. And also $50, which is where it really breaks down for me. That was the combat. I mean, like, characters have special abilities that you can customize.
It looks nice.
Yeah, it looks okay. Yeah. I happened to save right before a boss fight.
Cool.
So let's fight this boss.
Let's do it. Combat is turn-based, it looks like?
Yeah, it's turn-based. Like, they use the phrase active time battle.
There you go.
You know what you're getting into here. This game's kind of got it all, you know, like spunky group of teenagers, some kind of mysterious fog that has descended on the world. There's a bit of amnesia.
Yeah, I heard the story was interesting, at least.
So you'll see a thing after I beat this boss that is kind of the one interesting narrative trick.
Are things kind of disappearing from the world, and you have to go back and restore them?
Yes, yes, physical objects, places, people are sort of becoming lost to time and space. Like, people are forgetting about them, like their memories are vanishing. So like moving people around here, not super crucial because there's just the one enemy. There will be, like, you know, some enemies will have like AoE attacks where it would behoove you to, or directional attacks, you know, where I want to put like, oh, I screwed that up.
Can you not see what
you want to put your two melee attackers on like different sides, for instance?
Flanking.
Yes, exactly. That. What you said. Just like this guy.
Where do you come down on real time versus turn-based RPGs?
This actually has the option. You can set it to like semi-active versus full ATB.
Will the other characters, like, any AI control for them, or?
No, you're doing everything yourself.
What is the?
That setting is whether the battle keeps moving while you're issuing commands or not.
Okay.
Back in the day, like on the SNES, like I was full ATB all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to be fast and fast-paced and action-y.
Depends on what you're fighting, obviously.
Yeah, sure. But
what are those little blue dots above the?
Oh, that's
special
momentum.
ability.
Basically, well, this guy doesn't have one. Who does? I have to wait for somebody who has one. It's called momentum. You just cash those in basically for extra damage.
Huh, that's weird.
I don't know why this is always my reference point for this, but it's a Super Mario RPG thing of timing your button press.
Yeah.
So yeah, I activated it there by hitting square right as she attacked. Which gets you some extra damage. Just like that. This guy down here.
A Torment RPG from last year, Tides of Numenera, used a kind of point system too for even dialogue, but cash them in for different things at different times. I never
dialogue?
Yeah, for making skill checks and stuff. I did not get very far in that game, but it sounds similar kind of like, do I use this point now or do I wait for later? But it seems like here you're just kind of, I assume you get better special abilities when you have 3 of them as opposed to 1?
No, as far as I mean, maybe that comes into play later, but so far it's just been cash in single point, get more damage. They didn't explain anything beyond that. As somebody who grew up only playing JRPGs as a kid and never played CRPGs at all, the idea of mechanics that work in battle also working in dialogue was like a fucking mind-blowing revelation.
It was a...
when I got old and started actually seeing that stuff. Like stats, you know, that would come into play in either a fight or when you were talking to somebody. Like, I was like, holy shit, this is actual role-playing.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I'd liked Torment more, but I didn't get too far into it. I'm sure the story's amazing. I mean, they had Avalon and a lot of the old school. Oh no!
Yeah, that guy died because I'm not paying any attention.
Chris Avalon is alive and well, the character in the game.
Let's bring that guy back to life.
I like how you just call him that guy. Don't even know the names yet.
Van? You know, that guy. Him. That guy. We're gonna heal him now. He's healed.
There you go. Kind of a good year for JRPGs, though. I mean, so far.
Oh, now he's dead.
This is on Steam, correct? Or is it?
Yeah, this is on Steam and PS4.
Okay, I think I did see it on Steam. But yeah, we're coming up on FF11 next.
11? 12?
FF12.
Wow, I am, okay, this is actually, I may have to actually pay attention to what I'm doing here. I can't res anybody anymore. This guy was a cakewalk the first time I fought him because I was actually playing the game and not talking to you about Fallout type stuff. Let's see. Yeah, yes, he needs to.
Yeah, FF12 is coming up, I think, on the 1st of February, and then FF15 is hitting PC on March, I believe.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they've said. So that's 2 big games I want to play. I dipped into a little bit of 15 when it came out on PS4, but
yeah, I would be interested in seeing that PC version.
8K, Brad.
8K? Isn't that that's the one with the like absolutely gargantuan install, right?
Yeah, I think I've heard it could be like 170 gigs.
180 gig or something, and completely.
Luckily, I got a terabyte SSD for Christmas, so I can fit.
I need to get one of those.
They're coming down in fairly
I keep
decent pricing.
waiting. They seem like they've been like $300 for a very long time.
Yeah, there's like coming down like 250 crucial ones, but then if you want to get a real high end, it could still be. I think they're like 3 terabyte SSDs for well over 1,000. So.
Whew. No thanks.
Yeah. You did it. You got a passion memory.
I beat the boss. I leveled up. Everybody's happy.
Fairly early on, I take it.
This is pretty early. Yeah, this is.
Have you gotten any other character? It looks like there's 6 slots for some.
I'm not sure. I'll show you the menu after we get out of this.
Yeah, there's some interesting options in the menu for this game. I saw. We'll talk about it when you.
So the moving characters around in the combat is kind of neat. I mean, it's nothing mind-blowing, but it's cool. This is the other cool thing about this game. As soon as I get to it. Like the mysterious fog has descended. They're roaming the world trying to figure out what's going on. But this main character has realized he has a power to basically create physical objects out of memories. Or like dialogue, basically. So like, anytime you see a highlighted word like this, hold this button, turn it into a crystal. So now I have like a memory of something vaguely related to what that thing is talking about in my inventory that I can now use later.
A lot of Final Fantasy games seem to do that kind of crystal memory thing. I know Final
a lot
Fantasy
of.
X had.
I mean, that's kind of like that's weird like metaphysical abstraction is like a hallmark of JRPG writing, isn't it? Right?
Yes. To me, I mean,
characters that like, you know, like the main character of I was going to say something about Final Fantasy X, but it would be a huge spoiler if nobody's played it.
Well,
like the main character of Final Fantasy X turns out to be a living memory, you know?
Yeah,
like stuff like that, you know, like people live for thousands of years for no particular reason, or they're made of smoke. You know, like JRPGs have really weird.
I like 10.
Yeah, I like 10 quite a bit.
I found my Vita the other day, and I still have the remaster installed on there, so I might flip back to it.
I liked 10 when it came out. I'll say.
Hey, the remastered version on the Vita was.
I played the PS3 version when that remaster came out. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. It was a little hard to go back to.
Nice little map here.
Yeah, the overworld's got this little tilt shift look to it, which is kind of neat. This thing is just like kind of unremarkable. It's not terrible. Oh wait, that's not where I want to go at all.
Shame though. I mean, there's a lot of competition. Like I said, the 2 Final Fantasies. Ni no Kuni 2 is coming up.
Ni no Kuni 2, like the first one of those was quite good. Like
You ever beat that?
No.
Oh, dude.
The combat was a little too repetitive for me.
You do have to grind at the end to get. It looks really neat though. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
I think it's coming to PC too.
I think you're right. But yeah, 12 coming out on PC, 15 coming out on PC, Ni no Kuni, like some stuff is happening in this space, and this one is just like it's fine, but it's really nothing super.
Oh no, the military might be the bad guys.
Wait and see, maybe. For once, maybe the Empire is not the all-encompassing evil that you might think. But yeah, I kind of can't believe this game is $50. Like 20 maybe. I could see it, but that's just I don't know. Maybe it's 100 hours, but that seems a little bit wild. So yeah, like you basically extract memories out of like kind of conversations, or like I was reading that monument back there, and then when you get to the right place, you wheel out the memory crystal you made. This is their hometown, which has been consumed by whatever this is.
Why is it called Lost Sphear?
Got me. They seem to worship the moon.
Told me all.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe they're talking about the moon. Maybe that's the Lost Sphear.
That's
Anyway.
on Switch too.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're totally right. Yeah, I was thinking it was just PS4 and Steam. Yes. This is also on Switch.
Maybe a decent option if you're looking for a little throwback kind of.
Yeah, it is fat, but I just, the story has not been wildly imaginative so far. Combat is fine, if not radically innovative either.
Ouch. Sounds like this did not do well in Japan at all. So it sold about 20% of its initial shipment.
Yikes. What, has it been out longer over there?
I'm assuming so. I don't
It's only been out for like 3 days here.
kind of poking around here. Japan on October 12th.
Oh, last year?
So, yeah, October 12th last year. It seems it sold 7,000 copies on PS4 and 5,000 on Switch.
Yikes.
That is not
Yeah, that's
particularly
rough.
great.
Okay, well, I will, you know what, let's expedite this process a little bit. This is an Imperial commander. He's like, hey, thanks for saving the town. Maybe you're not so bad after all. Let's party.
pretty Chrono Trigger-ish kind of vibe from
A
some
little
of the,
bit,
the
but
way
it doesn't have the spunk of Chrono Trigger, you know? Like, that game had so much, I don't know, pizzazz? Moxie? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, personality. Sure. Yeah, see? Like, Chrono Trigger had a person... Like, the I Am Setsuna was clearly also inspired by Chrono Trigger, but neither of these games, like, have the attitude and the personality of that game. And I hope that's more than just my nostalgia talking, but, Alright, let's just...
Who is this dude? I wasn't paying.
He's the Imperial commander.
Oh, okay.
Guy.
Galdra. Do you think you'll be fighting him at some point? He sure
He
looks like a bad guy.
looks evil, but he's been pretty friendly. I played through this part before, and he's been totally cool.
Carries a sword around without a sheath.
Your townspeople are all, thanks for saving the town. Don't get hurt when you go out in the world and save it. Okay, are we good? Alright. Gotta head for another memory spot.
He's really excited about leaving town.
Oh wait, don't leave town. I wanted to go to a shop. Yeah, so stuff is lost here and there, Like now they're cut off from the Empire because the way they got here is a big mess of weird white fog.
You haven't seen any airships yet?
No, but feel like maybe in the trophies I saw some mention. There's a dock near this town that just straight up says like this looks like where you would launch a ship from. So, yeah. It's one of those games, man.
I'm thinking about trying to get back into some of the old SNES FFs because I know they put out some on mobile.
Yeah,
I don't.
Chrono Trigger's out on mobile too.
They don't really play very well though.
What in the world? There's just a random phone booth here. On the touchscreen, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did some weird stuff to those things where they have like modern looking high-res menus with the ook pixel art that I feel like clashes pretty badly.
And you have to kind of use both thumbs on the bottom corners as like faux analog sticks, which just always feels weird.
No thanks.
But I haven't played one of those. I want to say I tried to play FF2 or 4, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, I got into so you remember the whole split between the Japanese and US releases of that game?
Of course.
How the 2 here was the easy type version.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. So they put out a game called FF4 Easy Type in Japan. It has like mechanics stripped out of the game and extra dungeons and
Goddamn.
like all kinds of stuff. Sorry, I'm looking for the abilities vendor.
So condescending, but
Yeah, they basically put out the baby version of Final Fantasy IV here as Final Fantasy II. Yes, this is what I was looking for. Oh, you know what? Can I? Oh, never mind. I was hoping I could buy some new abilities so we could show off some of that stuff, but I have everything they have in their inventory. I mean, there are fan translations of actual Final Fantasy IV, the full game with all the content that you can patch the English into the game.
Talk to the dog.
On a computer.
Okay.
Anyway, like I have thought for...
Oh, he really is rowdy.
Yeah. I've thought for a while about trying to patch that actual version of FF4 and play that thing in English and see the full game. But,
well, give it a few years, I'm sure they'll remake it for...
I mean, they did. They put out FF4 on DS.
Yeah. I think I tried that too.
Oh, that thing was so hard.
I remember when I got to... What was the summoner? Sylvia?
I'm sorry?
The little Lydia. I got Lydia. Lydia.
Well, yeah, she was Rydia in the original release. I don't know what they ended up doing in the...
I think it was Rydia.
I
got lost in a desert and I just wandered around fighting monsters for like 5 hours, and the next like 20 hours of the game was super easy because I just overleveled so much.
Something really big. How do we do the thing?
Are there overworld random encounters?
No.
Really?
Not so far.
Huh.
And it would be weird if they added it later when it's not here now. Which kind of almost makes you wonder why there's an overworld.
That's interesting. I mean, random encounters can be very, very much a mixed bag.
Yeah, sure. It could definitely be kind of love or hate.
I like Ni no Kuni's system. We could see all the monsters and choose to avoid them if possible, or run up and beat a million of them in a row to get what you needed to move on.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Ni no Kuni too.
Me too. Yeah, I don't know. This little narrative trick, mechanical trick, seems like it has some potential. That this guy can. Like,
you could rewind dialogue. Don't see that too often.
Well, look, now I'm doing it. Now it's green.
Huh.
Yeah. But they haven't done much with it so far. You know, it's like you're just kind of using it to find new dungeons and stuff.
What is the, so basically, have you met a big bad guy yet, or?
Not really.
Just kind of,
like this guy in the cloak there on the left is maybe questionable a little bit. And I guess that guy on the right has pretty sinister looking armor, so who knows? But no, so far it's pretty much just like, there's this mysterious force, what's happening? We have to figure it out.
Well, it looks like there's an item off in the ocean, so it does seem like you're gonna be getting on a ship at some point.
Yes. Anyway, let's maybe push forward another 5.
Yeah, check out the menu too. I saw some interesting stuff in there that I wouldn't mind. A lot of talk in this game.
Yes, quite a bit.
No voices at all?
Winger. My winger is out of commission. Man, that's unfortunate. Somebody should get the roadies in here and do a sound check. Gotta get Winger back on stage. Anybody?
Winger?
No?
I know Winger, I know.
Okay.
Slayer's doing their last tour.
Yeah, I saw that.
They were playing at AT&T Park, I want to say. Something big.
Is it actually their last tour?
I believe they've all kind of said they're going their own separate ways. They don't look too bad. They're not. They're probably 50s, 60s, but Sprite Night.
Okay, I had not actually. Okay, this is a new mechanic. Once equipped with a momentum mode may be activated by that skill. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right.
We better be prepared.
Well, you asked for some menus.
You guys go on ahead.
Here you go. So yeah, you. Excuse me. Can I equip that from here? No, I have to do it here. Oh God, I hadn't played this in a couple days, and now I've forgotten where the. There it is. Okay. So yeah, I already have these like these skill sprint knights. Like that's what gives you your kind of active abilities.
Sure.
Like snipe, you saw that earlier. I mean, they're pretty basic, but I did not have anything for these momentum slots, and now I do. Activate it to restore user's HP. Okay, so you can customize your skills with sub-effects. Or excuse me, I'm sorry, sublimation effects.
Sublimation means like water evaporating, doesn't it?
Maybe?
Or putting something underneath something else?
Kind of vaporous thing. That's cool. So yeah, you can basically customize like, you know, every time he snipes, it will also heal
That's cool.
or something.
Looks like there's a bunch of room for more skills in that menu.
Yeah, for sure. And it's super basic. It's, you know, one weapon, one piece of armor per character otherwise. And then this stuff. I don't know what else you want to
Edit party, see this? I mean, can you, so it looks like 4 max, but there's
Maybe? I don't know.
Big window there.
Yeah.
I was more, the config stuff was really interesting to me. So there's fast forward, event fast forward, is that like cutscenes?
16x.
I know, that's crazy. And so semi-active, active, no memory. Oh, that's cool, cursor memory, I like that.
That's pretty standard stuff.
Wait, go back, battle memory, battle movement on off? What is that? You can't, no movement?
Why would you? Oh, it's just animation.
Animation, that's weird. Turn it off, I'm curious.
Probably just speed it up.
Turn both those off, I'm really curious.
See how fast we
I just want to see what it looks like. Go back to the first menu here.
see how fast we can get through this game.
So difficulty,
Message speed, flash.
that's really
Turn every speed of everything.
speed runner. What are you gonna do? You can't save, so you can't save in these little dungeon areas?
Stats and stuff like that. You can save at save points. Actually, you can also do a quick save.
Huh, that's neat. Why would you not be doing that all the time, I wonder?
I don't know. Let's fight. Let's see what happens when you just. Yep. Teleport.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. Oh, I turned off the animations too.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. It's, I get
ridiculous.
It's really weird. It's a cool option, but that seems like more of a thing for like a really low-powered PC rather than.
I guess.
I mean, this
Well,
doesn't
what-
seem like I have any performance
What
problems on.
PC would not be able to run this game?
I don't know. I just find it baffling that I can see why, you know, the movement animation probably just cuts down on time, but the
Yeah, sure.
no combat animation seems really weird. Like
Like you through this thing faster.
even to have an option for that.
Yay!
Is there any like AI button like let them run the auto battle?
No.
That's weird. Not weird. It's probably not very common, but I always.
Do one more battle. I just want to use that ability and see how that sublimation thing works.
What's the difference between a side encounter and a threat encounter? Just a different part of that. You don't have to go this way.
I think it's how you approach them. Like you can also get a back encounter, like
okay.
a surprise attack. It's that kind of thing.
Cool.
It's how you flank or whatever when you. So he's got, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. He needs momentum before he can do that.
So it seems likely that eventually you'll have higher abilities that use more momentum. I assume.
Yeah.
If you have 3 slots for it, it just seems like.
Seems like the combat could get like vaguely interesting once you get a ton of those sublimation abilities and can kind of mix and match stuff you want.
Do your characters have like set roles from the beginning, like healer,
Here we go.
range, DPS,
Hang
or?
on, I'm just gonna, use this. I'd activate that, and then he heals.
Cool,
In
neat.
addition to using his special. So that's kind of cool, I guess. I'm sorry, what were you asking?
Do characters have like set roles at the beginning? They're not in a class, are they? Just...
No, but I mean, like they're locked to either melee or ranged.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, like these ranged guys can only use ranged weapons. Huh. I think actually, I don't know. Let's get out of this battle and see if we can give melee to ranged and vice versa.
Critical for 0 damage.
This is so weird with the animations turned off.
I know. I'm saying that it's bizarre that it's even an option to turn off battle.
Things are just like happening.
Like, why would anybody prefer this to have the actual battle animations? I'm sure somebody will have a reason for it. And well done. Momentum kill. What does that mean?
It just means you use momentum on the kill hit. Alright. Let's see. If I was totally wrong about that. Let's see. Oh, weird, it won't even let me remove his weapon.
Huh?
Yeah, I can't. Oh, well, let's see.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't remove any weapons. Or you can't empty that slot. Like,
Oh, can't make it completely
Yeah,
empty.
so I think each character is locked to... Oh yeah, the descriptions on some of the weapons have the character names in them, so I think they are locked to those weapons. That's kind of it. I don't know. This game's fine.
I've heard generally the word on the street is underwhelming,
it's
but not in any
underwhelming.
offensive way.
And yeah, basically. But the price is really what pushes it over the top. For me, is that it's just not especially impressive in any respect.
I'm not seeing much that would.
And yet it's almost a full price game.
I like games like this, even throwback stuff I can kind of get into, but right now with some of the other games on the horizon for me as somebody who would play this on their PC, like I can't in good conscience see I would rather play Final Fantasy 12 again than kind of, unless there's like an amazing story back here. But
from what I've seen so far, it's not. Even that is not amazing. Lost Sphear. Thank you, Matt, Rorie.
Thank you for having me,
out
Brad.
now.
Should make it.
引かないよ。
行くぜ。